Whenever we talk about learning new skills that can transform our lives, the first thing that comes to mind are the typical hard and soft skills. So things like communication, leadership, adaptability, critical thinking, active listening, coding, copywriting, graphic design, and video production, and the list goes on and on. And we've talked about the importance of learning new skills here on the channel before, but none of these skills have transformed my life when it comes to minimalism and living with intention. The skill that has is embracing silence. Now, after hearing me say that, you're probably wondering two things. And the first thing you're probably wondering is, well, how does this transform my life when it comes to minimalism and living with intention? And that's a valid question. And if I was on the other side of this conversation, I'd be wondering that same thing. Now, we'll talk about how here in a second. But the second thing you're probably wondering is, well, isn't embracing silence the same thing as being quiet? And to answer that question, no, they're not the same thing. See, there's one big difference between embracing silence and being quiet that's easily misunderstood. Being quiet is something you do without intent, right? So think about a shy person you may know or an introvert. And I can attest to this because I'm an introvert myself. Well, I'm a bit of an ambivert, which means I'm both an introvert and an extrovert, but I'm an introvert majority of the time. And sometimes we just like being quiet. We like to observe, and we do those things without intent. Now, embracing silence, on the other hand, is an intentional action one does to achieve an outcome, right? There's much more intention behind embracing silence. And really, if we take the word embrace and look at that by itself here for a second, to embrace something is something you're doing intentionally. Mastering the skill of embracing silence will unlock deep self-awareness and clarity of thought, which I love because our mission here is to create a life filled with less clutter and more clarity. Now, combining these two things, deep self-awareness and clarity of thought, that's what transforms your life when it comes to minimalism and living with intention. But to get there, you have to embrace silence. To show you how effective this is, here's a quick bullet list of the most impactful ways silence has transformed my life as a minimalist. And the first thing I want to talk about is mental clarity. Many things compete for our attention in our modern world filled with constant noise and distractions. Think about social media, the music we listen to, the things we watch on TV, the conversations we have with the people in our life, the conversations we have with ourselves internally. We can even go as far as talking about the noise outside of our window, the cars, the planes, other people's conversations, right? There's so much noise around us all of the time, and much of it becomes a distraction in our life. But embracing silence allows us to find inner peace, to reduce stress, and to improve mental clarity despite the noise. See, when our mind is calm and clear, we can make better decisions. And that means better decisions in life, better decluttering decisions, better decisions when it comes to our relationships and the people we keep in our life. We can also focus on what truly matters. And in my eyes, this is a complete game changer when we start talking about seeking significance and meaning in the work we do, or enjoying our family or our partner more, or feeling satisfied and full emotionally and spiritually. And if that wasn't enough, we can also let go of unnecessary clutter without getting in our own way and with very little mental roadblocks, which is always a good thing. Next on the list is the appreciation for simple pleasures. Embracing silence allows us to cultivate a deeper appreciation for the simple pleasures in life. By eliminating distractions and noise, we can fully immerse ourselves in the present moment and savor the beauty of everyday experiences. A gentle breeze, the sound of rain, the taste of a home-cooked meal, or the company of loved ones. This appreciation for simplicity and the present moment aligns with the core principles of less clutter and more clarity. You know, the older I've gotten, and I'm only 30 right now, so I still have so much more life to live, but the older I've gotten, the more I've slowed down and started enjoying the simple pleasures in life. And what's crazy about this is that the more time I spend embracing silence, being present, savoring the beauty of everyday experiences, the more of that I want. And what this has created is an appreciation for decluttering and maintaining a clutter-free life. Now, the cherry on top is inner contentment. A belief that I've subscribed to in my life is that minimalism is not just about decluttering physical possessions. And you know this about me if you've seen my content before. What I believe, among other things, is that minimalism is also about finding contentment and happiness within ourselves rather than relying on external things. Again, less clutter and more clarity. So embracing silence helps us cultivate inner contentment by allowing us to detach from the constant pursuits of material possessions and external validation. Because in silence, we can discover a sense of peace and fulfillment from within, independent of external circumstances. If this conversation gave you something to think about, raise your hand in the comments and let me know. Keep growing on your journey, my friend. Keep learning, and always remember to stay true to you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.